it.
Got it.
Got it. And got it. All righty, y'all. Peaceful greetings. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey here in Morocco at northwest of Maxim. Namaste to you all. I am here with my magnificent and beloved brothers in whom I am well pleased, and they right. Yeah, I did it right. I did the record scratching this time, right? Okay. Anyway, they are
Brother Sean Alim L.
all is well.
Brother Benjamin Bey. Islam.
Islam. Hold on, bro. I'm about to cue you back in, bro. I'm doing this whole like, let me go and get the controls over here. Reclaim the host over here and bring you in, and boom, man, spotlight. Okay, so look, here we go. Right, this one's going to be short, guys, because we all know Brother Hasan has class on the weekends or whatever. And guys, just we are astrologer, 7 heel star, respectfully saying. Because when it comes to doing what we do, even though we have things that you can physically, work with, tools and things of that nature, we have things we can send you guys, you can print out things, whatever the case may be. What we actually realize is how we do what we do, being who we are, being the astrology firm that we are, first in the world. There's no other astrology firms, not that I ever heard. Right? We're Moorish American, which means we're honoring our ancient foremothers and forefathers so that our days may be long upon the earth land. We're going back to the mindset pertaining to our ancient foremothers and forefathers so that our days may be long upon the earth land. So I would like to really get these opinions, so to speak, when it comes to, our loved ones here, right? Brother Benjamin, is your camera good? Are you in? Because it looks like it keeps going. See how it keeps bringing them in and out, in and out, in and out. It's all good. I'm not tripping. I'm gonna keep moving forward. So what I'm saying is that the mindset that we are presenting ourselves, with I'm going to speak for myself, of course. When I'm in these different discussion forums, these different astrology places, groups, discussions, it's interesting to really observe the psychology at hand and what actually occurs. It's really, really interesting. I really like to observe it and watch it, and to see how when living truth is expressed. Immediately I can see, let's hold on, let's knock that out. Let's not have that, presented. We can't have that going. We want to make sure that this isn't this and that isn't that. And I don't know what it is, because I'm not going to sit here and purport to read someone's mind remotely, even though, we can do things, however, we are for peace and not destruction, right? That's just what it is. You coming in, Brother Terrell? Turn your camera on, man. I got you.
No, I can't do that right now.
All right, so you'll be in the box. Okay, cool. You'll be in the box. You can give your opinion. I'm going to yield the floor, right? But let's just speak on it, because we're for peace and not destruction. All righty. And guys, yes, we are Moorish American. We are professional astrologers. And look, let's just get something off the table or on the table, or speak to the elephant in the room. We don't get. All of my brothers are very laid back, calm, humble. I am too. The difference is that I have this nurturing kind of proudness about my brothers in a way that I know it's not really popular in copper tone circles. In most copper tone cultural circles, brotherhood isn't made fashionable, especially when it's sincerely heterosexual. I know it may bother you. Wow, we're Moorish Americans and we're not promoting homosexuality. Oh, no. Why must we? We're only going to give you that which you need, that which is in harmony with nature. So to me, in my opinion, yeah, I'm going to be proud of my bros. I'm going to say they're magnificent. And when people began to really sincerely be Moorish American and really meet Prophet Noble Drew Ali in his literature and sincerely meet Charles Mosley Bay in his literature, and you guys know that it is actually paramount to be pure heart, be sincere intent, be love, be honor. Having Prophet Noble Drew Ali at the forefront of your mind in a non-dogmatic fashion. All righty, you're honoring Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You comprehend metaphysically what Prophet Noble Drew Ali actually means, that actual term, that title, that office, that position, that state of mind, that mind state. I'm gonna yield the floor because I know we only have 45 minutes to go in, and I've done my little monologue. I yield the floor to my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased. We have brothers, I don't know if one brother wants to be mentioned, but we have brother Terrell. Well, you know, our our magnificent bro. We got the president in the box, right? The president, like, I'm just chilling in the box, right? That's right, man. Let it give it to him, right? USA, damn. USA, damn.
Oh my God.
Right? University, right? Unity, salvation, and law, right? Drag swimming on kind of sauce dripping on kind of swag. Oh, son, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Can you see by the president's lovely lights?
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight. Let's dream it. Let me stop, yo. Shout out to James Davis for his hood adjacent presentation of the trap anthem, the trap national anthem, right? So funny because he's got Francis Scott Key's picture crying in it. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
However, I think that's hilarious because I'm here near the Baltimore Corporation. What they call, according to their quasi-national jurisdiction, Fort McHenry is just south of me. So that's why it tickles me. I find it hilarious, right? And I get it. However, anyway, being proud of my bros and shutting up from pontificating about on my soapbox right now, I yield the floor to brothers Sean, Benjamin, and Terrell. And if the president wants to speak up, that's a joke, guys. We're not really saying that, you know, he's a presiding. We're not playing clubism games here. We don't do that. All righty. We're all locked in arms, you know, like equally walking and evenly walking. You know what I mean? However, we do that because at the end of the day, we know things about ourselves when we are sharing and being loving with one another and making sure that we're being the men that we need to be where we are. So with that being said, I yield the floor to my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased. Islam. What are your thoughts, man, on this morning? Yeah, come on, man, because we have the most lit grand risings ever.
We just, you know, keeping it truth and peaceful. And when truth is brought to people, it ruffles their feathers. So, you know, comments are deleted, you know, shadow ban, just being, you know, straight to the point. But, you know, truth can't continue to be buried. So when people see the truth, they're going to have a lot of questions as to all this time and as what's been going on. And they're going to see who's been lying, who's been keeping it real. And you're going to appreciate Seven Hill Star and the brothers here for what we have been bringing and doing for truth, bringing the prophet and CM Bey, and just with astrology and truth. I mean, we got everything you need here, but we know that we don't expect anything and we're just building. It's kind of like Noah's Ark, you know, you're building it, but people are just looking at it like, oh, you're never going to need that. But when that day comes, you know, this is metaphysically speaking, you know, story time, you know, for those who just need a story. You know, when that ark is built, people are like, oh, we need it. Nah, son, you watch me build this 5 years, yo. You ain't do nothing. But, you know, we here. We continue to build and be in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, because that's what the world needs. They don't need all these different laws and wars. Just back to the principle, back to the basic of things. So, yeah, get the hate out your heart, because hating is bad for your health and bad for your kidneys. Word to Brother Benjamin, quote unquote, Smooth Bey. Islam, and I yield.
Islam.
The Buster activity. Islam. So
No
we're talking about
But you want a number 5? I'm like,
oh man,
Y'all hilarious.
goodness gracious. I'm just trying to fathom how, people are still getting offended over words. And then these words aren't even being communicated to you physically. You're just reading them. You're not even hearing the person say it. And you still feel away. There's a lot going on, psychologically within the world that we all kind of pretty much have to come to terms with. Because, again, when someone comes telling us the truth, like for an example, I don't know any place other than Morocco, that, people identify themselves with color labels. And then, if I'm not mistaken, there was this Albion daughter. She said, I wonder when we started labeling things like Black. I thought that was a very interesting question. But people are just looking something to, blame and be their fall guy for them not telling the truth and the divine truth. That's their problem. You're going to fall on your own sword by holding back truths so you can seem like you're holier than thou because you know about, I don't know, Jupiter and Neptune. Islam. I yield.
So I'm looking at it like this. All right, so we had okay, we'll cut to the chase. What is Seven Hill Star Astrology Firm actually speaking about right now? Okay, so yes, we all know, I've gotten a scholarship, and I'm going to receive, much more in the future, because what I'm not going to do is this. Oh man, Hasan, why are you, amongst these, astrology groups being completely Moorish American? It's going to create confusion. No, it's not, because I'm not flashing my nationality. I'm just asking, what about the truth? Nor am I flashing my nationality card. Nor am I violating Article 7 pertaining to our Zodiac Constitution. I'm not seeking to really convince any Magna Carta beings pertaining to, I'm not convincing any Magna Carta beings, convincing them pertaining to our Moorish Moabite Zodiac Constitution. All right, that's not what I'm doing. What I am doing, though, is when I see posts like, this being is the first Black woman to be a high court judge or something, and I go, awesome, with the, star eye emojis, responding to one who is the presiding officer of this one particular astrological society. No shade. I actually, in my heart, I love my colleagues. I just comprehend that my sons and daughters, because if you're pale skin, you're my son and or daughter. I don't care what you think. I don't care if you think it's offensive. I'm telling the truth unapologetically, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud that you can do astrology the way you're doing. You guys are amazing, actually. What is an issue, though, is when I go and I type in your forum. All righty? When I type in your forum. So, and then, you Moors out there, don't you ever say that Seven Hill Star didn't, speak to people that are encroaching upon our ancestral estate and maybe practicing colonizing practices on our ancestral estate. However, we are for peace and not destruction, and we are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must take its course. So therefore, our mind is intact. We are assertive, not arrogant, nor passive aggressive. Cute memes, though. Very cute memes. As you're observing us, we're observing you. So with that being said, my response is, awesome. So Black etymologically denotes pale, P-A-L-E. In anthropology, Black denotes chimpanzee. In jurisprudence, Black denotes civiliter mortuus, denoting Dead in the view pertaining to the law. Civilly dead. So am I to comprehend, therefore, that this sentient being that's this new so-called judge, supreme high honors thingy, right? Respectfully saying, because I'm going off of this post here in this astrological community by their presiding officer, their president, right? Okay, so, which, like I said, my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased, I'm proud of you, actually, despite your disagreements that you've expressed. And deleting the comment that I'm making public to the world now, since it can't be seen, we're just gonna impromptu improv it then, because we're for peace and not destruction. So with that being said, I said, am I to now therefore say or think that, or that you're saying or posting, whoever, and their response, this, so-called president's response was, oh, well, that's what they said in this article. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, thank you. Social engineering strikes again. Yeah. Right. But anyway, because guys, we love to have fun. All right. Or we really love to have fun. All right. All right. So here we go. Am I to now take that from this presentation in this astrological forum, right? Where we deal with AA rod and data. Rod and data is the accuracy of the natal time. Right? Time never was when man was not. So let me ask, what's her nationality? Because if you guys are saying she's the first black something, you're saying that she's the first civilly dead pale chimpanzee. She's the first civilly dead pale chimpanzee to be a high court justice or a Supreme Court justice. If one is well-versed in jurisprudence, and the importance pertaining to the root meaning in words, why would one allow themselves to be called a civilly dead pale chimpanzee? And I'm supposed to think that you'll render justice? What about even unto yourself? Hold on, let me change my tone, because people might try to say, hey, he's a little bit over the top. I'm actually just giving you guys, that excitement that you want. That's all. It makes it fun. It's that clickbaitable things that people will go, hey, look, the brother's going in. And now I'm actually letting you know, hey, I was just using a type of hypnosis there along with the accountability mixed in. It's called theatrics. All right. It's now back to our regularly scheduled theatrics. So what I'm saying is, right? See how I do that? Because I'm honest. Truth is the second principle after love. And by me sincerely and always being in love, I have no problem telling the truth pertaining to my intentions. And I yield the floor. Any questions, comments, and or suggestions? We still got 33 minutes. Look at that, 33 minutes to go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get out of here. Yeah, that's how they are. Like, we gotta go. Brother Sean didn't even hit that button. That was nature responding. That's the universe backing us up with sound effects there. Shout out to Brother Benjamin's background, right? Was that you, Brother Benjamin?
Yeah, it was somebody going by as if this is, the highway, but do your thing. Travel along. Can y'all hear me? My phone is doing whatever it wants to. I'm gonna try to chime in. I don't want you to think I'm not participating, but my phone is doing whatever it pleases. And yeah, but I'm here though, guys. If y'all can hear me, if it's not choppy, but I hear everything clear.
Yeah, bro, you're clear.
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. You're good, bro. We're just looking at making sure this clock is moving. Hey, Cancer's on the rise. Looky, Astro Cookie, 11 degrees Cancer on the rise. I'm feeling kind of like at home. Rise. All right, moon's rising too. This is amazing. This is a monumental moment where all the planets are in a couple of seconds here. All the celestial bodies will be above the horizon. Only thing that will be below the horizon, it looks like vertex, south lunar node, and part of fortune. All right. So we're looking here that this is just really amazing, guys. Cancer is ruling the ascendant. Look at that. How it is moonrise, right? Look at what we're doing here. We're here bringing this impromptu improv doing moonrise, right? We usually tell you guys about sunrise. However, we will show you, like we showed you last time when we did a little presentation of looking at Prokerala, right? And showing you that they show the moonrise and set times also. However, guys, we have access to all kinds of things like that. And guys, you know, it's funny too, man. They, you know, people try to throw little things out there too. You know, if you guys haven't heard, they're trying to keep so-called time change to permanent daylight savings. Look it up. I'm not making it up, guys. You know what I'm saying? These are, you know, one of the things you might want to just check on out, man, and just consider and remember, time never was when man was not. So this is why it's important to make sure we know how to do what we can do, calculate what we need to calculate, man, so that we can be able to continue to measure these cycles so that we can measure them. Because, you know, a lot of times when people are in, you know, maybe certain astrological societies and they begin to be threatened because they actually comprehend our history and know our Moorish history. However, you guys are going to see, that's why I said by November, you know what I mean? And you know, despite, you know, it would be cool for people to just, you know, there's no need to hate. We're Moors. Come and get down, you know what I mean, at the end of the day with, you know what I mean, with how we do things, man. Like, so when we open up Seven Hill Star astrology firms, you know, astrological community even more, like I said, by November, guys, you know, we're really welcoming first and foremost Moorish Americans. And yes, we do have ways of doing things. We get it. People have their own mind, and people think they grown ass men and grown ass women. Good, whatever. Cool. Look, that's up to you. I really don't care like that. What I'm actually caring about is that we are able to allow ourselves to really see the astrology, utilize the astrology to improve our character, to be able to be contributing members in society, so that our days may be long upon the earthland. We're looking out in our communities, being a part of our community associations, the best way that we can. Get involved, you know, Magic School Bus this thing, and I'll misfrizzle the statement, you know, get messy, make mistakes, you know, however, don't do it where it encroaches upon someone else's peace, right? We're not, you know, we're for peace, again, like I said, and not destruction. So therefore, you know, don't look at Brother Hasan's demonstration as if he's some arrogant asshole that's willful and ambitious. I have not one ambitious energy really in me. It's just the way that I project my voice and present myself unapologetically without fear. I know that it doesn't look like, you know, and no offense to, you know, to the president or Brother Jack, I'm not just 6 foot tall and buff and shit. No, that's what people see in their head as a hero or something. I'm not a fucking hero either. However, at the end of the day, sometimes, you know, people that really mean you well may come in packages that you may not like. You know, some Moors that I've come across, and especially mothers that I've come across, I've the ugliness that really is huger in them, their lower selves a lot huger. Particular ones that I've come across, especially recently, huge. What I've done is being able, this is how you know when you're really like meeting Prophet Noble Drew Ali in his literature and CM Bey in his literature. When you start to see things in people, their shortcomings, as things within yourself that you haven't loved yet. I'm gonna say that one more time. Sometimes when we're seeing things in other people that may be unfavorable, what I have learned to do by really staying in my Quran and 101, I've learned to reflect and look like, oh, okay, if that's annoying me that somebody's doing, then it must be something that I do. So there must be a part of myself that I need to love, right? And that's why I do that completely and consistently, even with my brothers. Hey, bros, if I'm wrong about something, G-check me. That's one of the first ways I do that. Because what I'm actually saying, I don't want to point out the speck in someone else's eye, ignoring the fucking log in mine. Because again, that's why I like to point like this. Don't I, brothers? Don't I like to point like this? Because if I point like this, I'm pointing one. Maybe even my thumb might be pointing, but it's 3 fingers that are back pointing right back at me, right? So why really seek to find fault and violate Act 3 when what I could really do is take this moment to love myself and see that what's really being reflected is there's a part of myself that I'm not loving. I yield the floor, beloved. Go ahead, brother Corey.
Islam.
Taking your mic off. Islam.
So you mentioned that you came into this comprehension or way of being by way of Circle 7 Quran, as well as other information share, literature shared by Prophet Noble Drew Ali and CM Bey.
Mm-hmm.
All honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali and CM Bey, first and foremost. Secondly, I have to add that in my studies and my journey of life, prior to meeting the Prophet and CM Bey and their literature, I come to recognize that a lot of what is provided is a way to self-mastery, as Islam is the science pertaining to self still. Now, contemporarily, you have a lot of that science of self still coming to people in different ways. So my point is, they may not come by way of Circle 7 and things like this. However, the science of self and that personal development is what is categorized as a lot. Personal development, personal evolution, all this shit. At the end of the day, like if you're not able to see the unity, because that's what it is, that personal development also has to do a lot with getting over the lower self being more ego-based in a singularity type of thinking, whereas the science of self denotes really to the oneness and the fact that we as the human family are a whole as one. So unity also includes what you are talking about. Unity includes seeing us as a whole and recognizing that what you see from another being is a reflection of yourself. That's why you recognize it, because it's something that resonates within you. And we are all here on this journey to of development, because here at Midgard Earth, this is a school. It's really a schoolhouse. So we're here to learn. That being said, Moorish American or not, a lot of you people claiming certain titles and claiming to have learned certain degrees obviously need to take some classes over, because there's a lack of recognition pertaining to divine law. People want to study and read the 7 principles, but then don't want to really be in that vibration and act like they can excuse the laws. So my point being that we are sincere astrologers, sincere Moorish Americans, sincerely sons studying the science pertaining to mother and doing our best to be the conduits that we were manifest to be, right? Due to our divine constitution being our natal chart, being what we're charged here to do. That being said, when we present truth, it is a conduit of that divine. We are conduits of the divine truth. It's really not a personal thing. So when these people now reject our deposit pertaining to truth, they're really rejecting that divine truth by way of us. And they're not recognizing, to the best of my knowledge, they're really failing to recognize the karma that comes with that. Because it's not Brother Hasan, it's not Brother Corey, it's not Brother Sean, it's not Brother Benjamin, it's not Brother Jag. It's the truth. So when you reject that and you're not acknowledging, particularly claiming to be an astrologer, because as astrologers, we take considerations. We observe the stars. Now, principle being as above, so below, as within, so without. If I am operating on that divine principle and being that divine conduit, then how dare you as an astrologer try to dim, shadow, reject the truth? And I won't take it personal, because at the end of the day, that's what you got to deal with karmically. And honestly, you just become fodder along the way, because now what also has happened is the truth has been presented to you and communicated to you in a way where you can't say, oh, I didn't really comprehend what that was, type of deal. Like, no, it was communicated to you in a language you can understand, given reference points, etc. And then you still try to index librorum prohibitorum expurgatorius. You know what I'm saying? That type of energy, bro. That's going to come back on you. So we shall continue to be love, be truth, be at peace, seeking freedom, and being just in our ways. However, being that, you know what I'm saying, really like woe to those who seek to challenge that or seek to really try to dismiss that or hide that, because that is now bringing your sincerity, meaning the being that's receiving or the being that seeks to object or reject, that brings a certain karma to you now that you got to deal with within your moral compass. And you know, that's just what it is. So we're gonna continue to do what we do, is my point. And y'all people really need to recognize that ignorance of the law is no excuse and nothing escapes the law. So although the justice may not be served by myself, the justice may not be served by the same conduit who serves the truth or the love. However, it will be served. So be mindful in your considerations, astrologers. Islam.
And let me just add to the last bit of that. You're calling yourself an astrologer, but you're disregarding nature's law. How? How is that possible?
Stars are part of nature.
Yes.
Like the tree in the ground.
Yes. Islam. How are you?
As I'm even reading right now, like I'm back here, like I'm reading, right? Look, check it out. So let's do this in real time. All righty. I'm going to post our share here, because this is iAstrologer. And what I'm not doing is, because people are like, yo, aren't you, eligible for 2 grants? Yeah. Well, yo, doesn't the board have to decide? Because what if now they don't like you? That I don't care about people not liking me or 70. That's not what we're here for. We're not here to piss you off. That's what my brothers are just saying. We're just telling the truth. If you're mad at that, and that makes you go, you know what? Even though he does have Astrology Street and we ourselves have millions or thousands to millions of dollars, so to speak, that we think, in financing, and we didn't even come up with the children's, so-called puppet show freely on YouTube. I don't see these people rushing, Astrology Street. Oh, let me subscribe. Oh my God, this is so wonderful. The Moors they really awake, and they did a puppet show freely for their own. And I can benefit from this too. This feels like I can go back. I don't 3,000 miles of water I'll have to take on. This is amazing. Share. Love, like Brother Benjamin said, love, share. That type stuff. Why? Because we have the most litty grand risings ever. It's not even noon yet.
That's what got me off LinkedIn. How much volume I was putting 7 Hill Star in people's comments. I would find the most comments and put 7 Hill Star there.
Look, let me add to your wisdom, Brother Benjamin. Look, check it out. All right. So the presiding officer responds, Hasan Ghaziel Bey. Your post was deleted because it was not astrological. Hold on. I know, Brother Benjamin.
My bad. Sorry, my bad.
Your post was deleted because it was not astrological. All I was doing was questioning the validity so that I can comment on it, because I don't want to comment on a black chart. I don't want to denationalize this woman. I don't want to agree. You see, a lot of people think Seven Hill Star don't love the mothers because of how my position is when it comes to how I speak about accountability so much and when the accountability is lacking in our mothers' actions. You see what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that I'm being hateful, and nor am I violating chapter 25, degree 25, minute 4. Some people know it as chapter 25, verse 4. The truth is stern and don't change it, don't pass away. And I'm not being mean either. Right now, I'm just being firm and assertive because I have 15 more minutes before I start this cycle's legalities and ethics portion to what I have a scholarship for. All righty. And I don't play it. I'm not going to be backed into a corner to shut up and stop being so Moorish American. But let's further read what the presiding officer of this international astrology association, and again, shout out to you, my beloved presiding officer. You're my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased. You and all the elder pale-skinned sons and daughters that are there. I am not being rude or mean. If you take offense, that's your fault, not mine. Nor am I being, again, let me make sure, because bruh, passive aggressiveness is the last thing on our mind. We are for peace and not destruction. What'd you say, Brother Benjamin?
Keeping it astrological, no Mars in Cancer.
Period. Here we go. Your post was deleted because it was not astrological and because we do not accept political debates on this platform, but focus on astrology-related discussions. If you would like to debate social engineering, there are other platforms to share your ideas. It was offensive to many readers who flagged it, referring to your stance on social engineering and Black associated with chimpanzees. That wasn't my opinion. That's anthropology, right? Okay, no, because we want to, no, hold on, because we're not having realistic conversations. This is bigger than TikTok and Instagram and even YouTube. This is about universal philosophy. Prophet Noble Drew Ali, divinely prescribed. I am a universal. I am quoting Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I'm not saying Brother Hasan's Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I don't mind imitating him because he said copy him. So I do that in diverse ways in this electrifying age. However, I'm just Brother Hasan.
Time out, yo. Time out, though.
You reading it? You reading it too?
Just the fact that they're going to take the stance that it's offensive to other people, but obviously it's offensive to the truth. You feel me? Like,
yes.
Bro, it's like y'all choosing sides when the truth is just the truth.
Period. It's not my opinion.
Right.
It's not my opinion on social engineering. You can research your, hey, my beloved sons and daughters in this astrological society. All righty, be clear, because I just sent the link to this video to the president's comment. All righty. So I just sent that link. So when you guys see this, and when I show up in 12 minutes today and show up at noon tomorrow and show up at noon, remember, you guys have to see me all till October. All right. I am more than prepared to sit here and watch you have an exorcism and baptism because you are in disagreement with someone speaking complete, straight truth, and I'm willing to correct my position provided you show me something that I need to read to correct my position, because a wise man changes his mind often, and I'm no idiot. And stop being offended all the time. Stop playing a victim. You guys are not an astrological society of Karens. Stop it. You are my beloved sons and daughters in whom I'm well pleased. Remember the harems? We treated you great, but our sons and daughters wanted to produce a war. That's why I wouldn't be surprised how many DAR may be a part of what I don't care. That's not my mission. My mission this lifetime isn't to shuck, jive, tap dance, sit here and not piss off a board of an astrological society that has to make a decision whether I get a grant or not for what it is that I have. we are the most promising astrologers. Why? Because we're not lying to anybody. We love you guys. We're not even offended by you being offended by us. That's my position, period. Because 7 Heel Star, first and foremost, in the spirit of we were soldiers. If I'm Mel Gibson in this situation, I'm the first one on the field and the last one off the field. And I don't play. And I know it's on YouTube. I know it's on social media. Guys, however, this is just a tool for me. That's it. If this was the 20s, I'd be all over your newspapers and radio. I'll be having young little children out here making their little finances going out stapling posters all on phone poles and stuff. I'm telling you, it would be the same thing. It would be no different. Some way, shape, or form, I will be making sure that I am, in order to change the people, we must change their literature. Whether we got to tag it to a phone pole or TikTok it, whichever way you see it, 100 years later, look at what's happening again. This time, there's not really too much denial is going to happen because this reset that you're feeling is real. And it's in your astrological societies even more. Yes, I'm Hasan Ghaziel Bey. That doesn't mean that I'm going to go along and get along with blacks and whites because I know the history and I'm not going to sit here and perpetuate a lie with you guys. So I'm going to respect your nationality and you're going to respect mine for the record. Period. This ain't no clout chasing. You ain't got to like and share this. I'm serious. I just wanted to put this out for the record. So that's why I read it. Oh, Hasan, you're just one Moorish American that just got here, man. What if you don't get, look, whatever. Whatever I've read and whatever I've done and whatever my elders had suggested after I thought about it. Shout out to Mother Rashida Bey. She said I was going to get a scholarship. Hasan, you need to write your book. All right, cool. This is how you're going to go about it. All righty, I am. However, if I'm a part of an astrological society, and I say, hold on, wait 1 second. I would love to comment on this chart that you have here, president of this International Astrological Society. But 1 second, though, because we're for peace and not destruction, what's this whole thing about black here? Because I triangulated a denotative expression pertaining to that. And you guys chose to be offended? Amazing. We have 8 minutes. I yield the floor. Who else? Come on. Who else? I yield the floor.
I'll say going along with not listening to the prophet is not getting along with, the creator, I'll say, or nature. Like Noble Drew Ali isn't saying that. His words are spirit. So it would Noble Drew Ali when he's saying you're not fighting Noble Drew Ali, you're fighting the truth once again. Like Noble Drew Ali is just a conduit of the truth. So if you're not allowing our brother to change the literature, to change the people, you're stopping the truth again, because words are spirit and you can't see the words coming out of my mouth, but you can hear them, So you're stopping that. You can't grab my words, so you can't restrict them unless you put your hands over my mouth, and that'll never happen. So you can't fight the inevitable, basically. And I heard Brother Corey say something about all one, and I was watching Transformers Prime, like the cartoon version, and Optimus Prime was speaking about he kept saying Turi one, but basically the Autobots and the Decepticons are the same thing, but the Autobots want to basically live freely, and the Decepticons want to rule by iron hand, and basically the Autobots are like pretty much down everybody. And Prime was like, why don't we just give up whatever? He's like, no, freedom is better than, slavery. We're gonna not die doing this, but we're gonna keep pushing freedom regardless. This is not how it's supposed to be. We're the same people. This is the way we're supposed to live. Just because you look different from us and we look quote unquote different, we are the same. Arm, leg, arm, head. And we have one law to follow, and that's above us and below us, east and west as well. So you can't fight that. So, but I yield on that. Just going along with everybody saying you can't fight truth. Yeah, we're not, the ones you need to be upset with, and that's what you're fight.
Look at yourself. Why are you making
that's falsehood. Yeah, for sure.
General opinion is no proof of truth.
People are like, oh, I don't like this sign. What part of that sign is in you?
But like,
you don't like
it's
about
like
come on,
whoever that person came, Brother Terrell, Tamari. So it's like that's hate, you know. That's hate, you know. Brother Hasan asked a question about his religion. He doesn't speak that.
Let me add to you, and I'm not being rude, Brother Benjamin. You know, I love you and I love everything that y'all saying. I'm just looking. So it was 11 minutes ago. I posted this link to this video, and it's okay. Maybe he's the vice president because he's saying that this other one is the president. So either way, the presiding officers. Hasan, I'm referring your links to our president and ethics committee, right? And he gives their names, right? Both of them. When I hear some of your comments on your video, I can better understand what you are trying to convey, which was not clear from your original comment. So then put it back up then. And then that really goes to show, time out. That goes to show that we are really iAstrologer. We really read you guys' blogs. We really love you guys. That's what I think y'all don't get. Like, you can, like, man, if y'all was to really ask, like, even amongst Moorish Americans, hey, yo, let's keep it a whole band, yo. I'm even a bit of a nerd or a geek or whatever amongst the Moorish community. Come on, man. I'm still a bit of a odd brother, so to speak, amongst my own. Am I not? Please speak the truth.
Are we the odd fellows? Yeah.
I know we're not the odd fellow. However, I'm just saying.
We get treated like busted cheese, but we're not busted
comedy, huh?
I said we get treated like busted cheese, but we're not busted cheese.
Period. That's the thing. I've been reading these people's blogs. I'm so happy that these people are my freaking colleagues, and I can tell, hey guys, look at this article, look at that article. To the point that remember one astrologer that I was like, yo, we should really get her on our Impromptu Improv. And she said something in her video that if we was really on some sensitive bullshit, we could have like got offended and said cancel shorty, but we didn't. We just laughed at it and it was like, yo, maybe we should still kind of introduce ourselves to her or whatever for real and let her know that because of her videos from over 11, 12 years ago really inspired us to do something for real. And that's what I'm saying, man. A lot of people don't really know, yo, we really about what Prophet Noble Drew Ali about, yo. I don't care if I'm pointing my finger at you, yo. That's not me being aggressive. That's me actually expressing, yo, y'all are short on y'all love, not me. And now let me point like this so that I'm making sure I'm not saying I'm short. Because I don't want to have to go back on my word, what I said earlier. That's really what this is, man. Yo, we've been looking at y'all articles, man. We've been rocking with y'all. We've been sharing this stuff with people, man. It's like when you go to meet somebody, right? And you like, that's why Brother Todd said, you know, you don't be fans of people. You just go help Moors do more good. If you see people doing good, help them do more good. You don't, go and help people because you think they're cool or you like their sneakers. You know what I mean? Like, that's not why we're doing it. I've seen the articles. I've seen tons. Like, I can't even wait. Like, there's one astrologer that's been writing for certain astrology magazines for over 25 years. I'm thinking, hey, great, I get to sit at his feet and listen to him. However, at the end of the day, I've heard how he's spoke about Moors in his presentations. What was that? What was that? May of 2021 when we sent dude joint that always be wearing the super, because I don't even want to say they appellations right now on this platform, bro. I'm not going to even give them that satisfaction at this point. I'm not. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that until people really realize that y'all really prejudge something for real, that at the end of the day, man, we could flood y'all astrological societies, man. There's people waiting to be a part of y'all things. You see what I'm saying? But really what I'm really saying is why the Sayaha Great Seal said what she said, man. And that's why we about to really just have our own and revamp our own, man. I really thought y'all was for peace and not destruction. So that's why I sat here and observed for probably about 3.5 years straight, all these so-called professional astrologers, man, before we actually got a scholarship from them, man. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody coming with no negativity. It's never that. It's always love. I do not like confrontation. I do not like disagreement. And when I even have disagreement and practice having disagreements, me and my brothers will practice that amongst ourselves. We are very white gloved with it. Very white gloved. So pardon me for appearing to bitch and moan and cry in the public. What I'm actually doing is my heart's a little broken because y'all are my beloved sons and daughters in whom I'm well pleased. However, my heart's not really broken because I kind of already expected that. Credit that to the Scorpion moon. Oh, did I just let that out? I know they're not going to believe that one. His moon is where? Let's go and check his Facebook and see what time he was born. We know what date it is, but we don't have the time. It's all good, guys. I still love y'all because y'all my sons and daughters, and we are the mothers and fathers of civilization. And the Moabite woman, man, when she get this, boy, ooh, the planet's going to be back in order. It's not anger. We're not going to do this out of anger, but 12 o'clock, let me log into class while my brothers finish up. Islam.
Just giving a brother Corey sprinkle out.
Or that some of that salvation salt to salt the earth. That's the salvation salt right there.
General opinion is no proof of truth.
Islam.
This Himalayan love, truth salt.
Himalayan love, that's the one. These birds are going crazy. Come on, man.
Brother Benjamin, you a real bird, man. You talking about me?
They probably know Brother Sean on the live. Yo, could you holler at him right quick, Brother Sean, if you don't mind?
Yo, what's up, birds? What's happening, yo? Send that love to y'all, man. Through the distance. But yeah, pretty much, yes, truth. We are about truth, and truth has not been told for a very, very long time. So for people to believe lies and be told the truth, they're going to feel away. But the easiest way to do it is to not get emotional and be rational and do the research. And when you're doing the research and find out that we was right, go and teach your loved ones. If they want to, not just continue to study and take your own course.
Yeah, don't just get offended. Seek to prove us wrong, and in doing so, learn something.
Yes, let that anger of you being mad at us have you go find the truth, and then you're gonna realize, yo, that brother was giving me the truth. I was just angry because it's something I haven't looked at before. I appreciate it, brother.
Negroes, blacks, those names were given to slaves by slaveholders. So our brother was taking our mother out of slaveholders' possession, metaphysically, even though y'all didn't know that, but that's the semen in the ground right there. That's the heartbeat of everything. You're putting someone back into slavery, whether they be pigmented or not, because Prophet Noble Jali is a universal prophet. The Moors needed him the most.
And
so we gotta get right.
With the duty to uplift fallen humanity. So when we see where our human family is fallen, we tried to offer a hand about the mud. And that's all that comment really was. It was an offering to pull those that are in muddy thinking up out of muddy thinking. However, I'm not going to say it that way. However, sometimes
keep it astrological.
Flat out.
That was hilarious.
Sometimes it's a human conditioning thing. Sometimes we get stuck in that conditioning and we get used to that discomfort and we get used to the lies. We get comfortable in the lies. We don't recognize that that's what has been our downfall for a long time. We also get caught in this paradigm where we kind of only want to, we tend to reject that which we don't comprehend, that which we don't understand, or that which we can't directly link ourselves to. So being sincere Moorish Americans in the way we interact with the public, it's easy for people to find ways to dismiss the truth which we present. So, I feel my brother in the sense of being a little heartbroken. However, I'm actually just a teeny bit relieved that he got the response that he did get, only because it's like, okay, is this an opportunity for these people now to see things from a different angle. We are astrologers, so one would only hope and trust that they will use their compass and square properly. You know what I'm saying? Right. And delineate what's going on as opposed to being on some because we're keeping it astrological. So no doubt. Use your compass and square, sons and daughters, and stop being in your opinions, because the opinion shouldn't offend anybody, because opinion was not shared. Only truth was shared. So if the truth offends you, then deal with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Deal with that.
Yeah, math isn't opinionated. You know, when you measure stars, that's no opinion. That's not the Tower of Babel. Is that that's Brother Hasan Bey. I want to say it's I don't want to say it's the blue one, but you know, dealing with the colored paradigm creates a Tower of Babel. You know, you can't argue with the zodiac. If the sun is out, it's out. There's no line about that. So keeping it astrological, using black and white takes you out of the astrological space. It puts you in a debatable, disharmony in the mind and disharmony with nature. But if you're using the zodiac, you could find it.
If I was to chart an adjective, if I was to pull a natal chart on an adjective, would that be the same as pulling a natal chart for a being, a living being?
Yeah, because if you think about it, all is mind, and the being started with a thought, because you had to think to go make coitus, you know what I'm saying? And you had to thinking of an adjective to make a chart for, if all things started in the mind. So I would think they're the same until they come into manifest. But I'm willing, I just said that, you'd be like, no, man, that's wrong. But, you know, that's how I heard that. But yeah.
No, you already know how we go, bro. That's your freedom. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but yeah, if all is mine, you're in pocket. We can make a chart for anything. Keeping it astrological. When was the first adjective made? I guess would that be the chart?
Keeping astrological, be Jupiter, don't be Neptune, don't be illusionary. Be true.
Yeah. Be the philosopher. Don't be the illusionary.
Islam. I mean, I'm logging into class, man. Here, I'm usually like the first one in. However, I felt that we needed to have a heart-to-heart on this one, guys. This one is under an hour or whatever. I yield, actually. Any closing comments, questions, and or suggestions from my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased, and I guess the board of this International Astrological Society and their presiding officers will be reviewing this now. However, let me go to my legalities and ethics class that I have all this. I got legalities and ethics, right? So,
see, you got your pale and your dark on, looking lovely.
Okay. Pale and your dark.
Y'all are hilarious, man. Y'all are hilarious.
So you're going to your ethics and what is the title of the class again?
Ethics and legality.
And is that ran by my man who loves big books and he cannot lie?
He loves big books and he cannot lie. Shout out to Samuel F. Reynolds. That's one I am going to say. Because I'm really looking forward to his, because he's the one that I had signed up for ethics and legalities. I wanted to see what Sam is going to say, and I know he's openly admitted he's coming from the Southern Baptist background or whatever. So I think it's going to be interesting to see his presentation.
Jesus, is that the Southern Baptist?
Jesus. Nah, I mean, it's funny though. Y'all seen some of Sam's joints, and Sam actually showed up to a couple of Instagram lives, no matter how long you see it or not. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, I'm having a great experience with this astrological society. But I yield the floor to my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased. I'm actually going to give the host to Brother Sean, and you guys can all close out. I'm going to yield the floor and say my Islam, my namastes, my peace and loves to everybody
Namaste,
now.
bro.
You guys close on out, all
Islam!
right? My beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased. Peace and love.
Peace and love, bro.
Peace. Who has the helm?
The bigger question is, are we still live? Did he?
Oh, yes, we are still live.
Uh-oh.
In the heezy.
Uh-oh. We live. You can't see me, but I'm there.
Yeah, don't worry, my Astrological Society members. I'm muting my microphone so that my class isn't heard. I know how to honor what's being asked of me. Alrighty, Islam, peace and love. Happy holy / Venus degree to all Muslims globally and intergalactically.
Islam.
Astrologically, right? That was the intergalactic. Just for those, you know, who needed to hear the astronomical. Intergalactic is the astronomical.
Oh my.
But yeah, sure.
Good way to put it on.
Share, and
Good way to put it on, bro.
All of it. Yeah. 100% true. And astrology at Astrology Street. Like that's
Man, me myself personally, I don't have any more to say. I think we went in on the topic. You know what I mean?
You gave him plenty enough. Short.
Plenty enough.
I'm telling like, share, and subscribe, like as a whole, not like this video, but like, you know, really go check out what we got for sure. You know, like in genuine way, like share and subscribe, all that stuff. Like generally go peep out videos from a long time ago. Much way out. Genuinely say
criticism as well.
Yeah.
You have some constructive criticism. Bring it.
Regardless of how, you know.
Yes, constructive
but
criticism. Bring that if you are open to a conversation pertaining to concepts and you assisting us in correcting our concepts or us assisting you in correcting your concepts. We're open to that as well.
Yes.
We really are. Please don't assume. You know the old phrase, assumptions makes an ass out of you and me.
Yes.
So me being Moorish Empire, you know what I'm saying? That energy is only going to go but so far. So don't assume, because we really are, like, we sincerely lead with love first. And a lot of us here, myself and my bros pertaining to this firm, we really do love. It's sincere love. And at times, you know, some of us as artists, so we sensitive about our shit. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that love might be a little passionate. It might come off a little protective, but it's still all love. So, you know, we can have conversations, y'all. We don't have to go right into the, ooh, he did this. Let me try to find some big bad way to stop him. Like, let's stop that. Because we're all family, for real. So let's have a conversation. If there is a miscomprehension or misunderstanding, and see if we can come to a resolve. Because then that would avoid, you know, kind of the energy that is obviously transpired since the comment that bro's referring to. Because obviously what happened is a bunch of people in their feelings and then running and telling that. And then now today, us receiving like the rejection and the silencing, which is a very unloving feeling for those of you that are still listening. No one wants to feel like somebody threw the hand over their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we're just telling you, it's like, we just read the rule books and shit, guys. We just read the literature. We're like, wait. Y'all say that say go, but y'all say collect 200 at go. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all we're doing. We're just saying, like, this is the rules.
Said collect 200.
Yeah, and if the rules, if we're misreading the rules, then let's sit down and have a conversation about what's in this rule book and see how we can come to peaceful terms. You know what I'm saying? I yield.
Yes. So we're open to it all. Just because you see us as these wise gurus, please don't judge us by our cover. Please.
Venus and Pisces. Let's get this love and wisdom cracking that needs to be had.
I love that astrological just sprinkled, brother Sean. I genuinely did. We were really getting off track. We were really getting off track.
Yeah, man. We need some of that moon and Capricorn structure going on to these societies, man.
Yes. That's why I said
structured detriment.
Are we Pluto with Capricorn?
Ooh. I mean,
restructure, or is it hashtag restructure, or kicking down the door, or was it rampage? Down the door. That's how we Seven Hill Stars seems to be, but we're not. That's what it seems to be.
The Phoenix will rise, but first we're gonna burn some shit down.
Yes. It has to happen. It's inevitable.
That's
it is inevitable.
Not,
it's our mother's fault. You need to blame our mothers. We have nothing to do with this.
Yeah. We're trying to like pick up the stuff that our mother did, and we're taking the heat for it.
Blame my mother.
But that's fine. We're not complaining. Like, throw the egg, say the words, cool, whatever. You're gonna get right. Pluto and Capricorn. Not to be all assertive there. That's just the protective that Brother Corey was speaking about. But
are we not just the Mohammedan sons standing on the Mahamudra? Are we not the great measurers, the sons pertaining to great measurers, standing on the great seal? That's all we're doing. That's all I'm doing. So, I think I think in their minds, they like to reject us under many things. Like, whatever. It was something Brother Terrell said. They try to dismiss us as this, or they try to dismiss us as radicals, or, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. They keep shit. You're going to get to a point where you recognize you can't dismiss the truth. That's all we're throwing at you.
Yeah. 5 different ways.
Yeah.
It does not change nor pass away.
Nobody's above the love program. The love program is for everybody.
Islam. It is a universal program. Seriously.
And we're just reading the manual. That's all. We're reading the manual to the love program. So, that's it.
Islam.
This brings out the hate, ironically,
Love instead of hate, darling. Love instead of hate. See?
It's like, how be quiet. It's like, my religion is in my literature. And my
whoa. It's a little bit too fast. All right, team. What do we do? Are we just on the floor, or are we just on the mall?
Are we yielding? Are we on the floor?
I asked the question.
Are you yielding?
Are we yielding, or are we to tell more?
I yield. Oh, I yield. More. I'm sure we can tell more.
We can tell more, but what do you want to do?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we have rounded out the topic. The question is,
Islam.
Another topic, Impromptu Improv, or are we going to yield?
Brother Benjamin?
I think we covered it all as far as And on serious note,
pre-exalted sun energy in a couple hours that's on the way.
Ooh, sounds like Benjamin Bay.
You.
A full moon, full Pluto moon, the reflection of Pluto and the moon.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Yes.
Like that spider under your ass. Yes.
Meditate.
I yield, man. I'm done.
Yeah, I think we ought to, because this is going to turn into a whole nother.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the morning because we didn't have it. So we're gonna go to 8 a.m. because we didn't have our 8 a.m. discussion.
Grand rising, grand setting.
Islam.
All right. Well, I guess we will close this out. So, peace and love to you all out there for watching the video, and Don't take anything we say offensive. You know, let the truth fill your heart and not take away from the heart.
Islam.
Yeah, like, subscribe, and donate.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes. And send this all to your people. Send the weather report to your people and the Intuition Mondays. Every Monday and Wednesday. Send it to your people.
Love
yes.
Them. Yes.
Islam.
Peace, brothers.
Rose War, y'all have a great rest of the Venus Day, Holy Day, Friday, whatever you like to call it, and we out.
We out.
Peace.
Log out.